Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sibling Side Quest podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Dahan,
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Demin.
and yeah, sorry we didn't record last week. I got a tonsillectomy, so I don't know if you can tell
Yeah,
that my
how'd that
voice.
go?
Um, so I don't know if my doctor like lied to me or I just misinterpreted, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I mean, usually the thing's fine. People are a little bit fussy for like a week, but sometimes, but it's no big deal." So I was like, "Oh, I thought it was like removing, getting your wisdom teeth removed. The next day you go back to work, everything's fine. You just gotta watch what you eat or whatever." No. Um, the next day, like you're out. It's like because you're still on the meds, like the painkillers make you tired. Your throat's super sore. I was able to drive to my follow-up appointment the day after, but other than that, I think it took. So I had on Wednesday. Cynthia got me like some milkshakes and stuff. I That's all I had. It was like a little cup of milkshake. Um, Thursday was like an applesauce maybe, and then liquids. I forced myself to drink, even though it's because you know when you're sick sometimes and you swallow, it hurts really bad. It's kind of like that, pretty much like that. Um,
When I get sick that way, I sort of like chug above warm water, like almost below
hmm,
scalding, and it
yeah,
like feels sort of good. It's sort of weird, but it feels sort of good going down when it's sort of
it
like
like
below
scratches your
scalding.
throat, but that's
Yeah,
like kind of dangerous because it could give you burns and
yeah,
get
I
infections
know.
and
I
stuff.
stopped doing that.
You should drink a lot of orange juice and water. It'll help
Okay.
clear your
Did
system.
your
But
doctor just like didn't realize you're not like 5 years old removing your tonsils and
no,
you're
I
fine the
mean,
next day?
I just misinterpreted everything because all the research and stuff is like, yeah, it's at least a week for you to kind of get back to normal. Like now, my throat's still a little bit sore, but I can eat. I started eating normal stuff today,
Hmm.
like pizza and I think I had pizza. Yes, I think I got me pizza for dinner. So the first day I ate something like solid. I think was Friday morning. Uh, no, Saturday morning. I had like I made a scrambled egg and that was it. Yeah, and then so throughout the week I just slowly progressed. It wasn't horrible. It was just worse than I thought.
Okay.
But yeah,
Cool,
all
I
good
guess.
now.
Glad you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess this week,
Well, we missed what? Oh, Marvel vs. DC came out last week, right?
yeah, so I think Marvel vs. DC, the last crossover I think was 2015, 2003. Sorry, I have it up right here. So that was the last time Marvel and DC crossed over. So now it's like a Deadpool Batman kind of thing. I haven't picked it up yet. I think I may just because, I like crossovers and stuff like this. I like collabs. But it when this was announced, it brought me back when we were quite a bit younger. When this come out in 1996,
Or the
we
amalgam or
were
whatever.
just going to no, we weren't even in high school yet. We were like seventh or eighth grade. Um, that was the last time we actually read a Marvel vs. DC comic book, and it was actually them fighting. So I don't know if you remember, but there's a lot of pretty I guess in my mind, like pretty some pretty iconic and fun fights. Whether they're realistic or not. Um, I guess we'll just go through them and see what we think of now that we're not like 10 years old. Like actually like into this geekness like pretty heavily. See what we think about the outcomes and stuff for these fights. But I don't know if you remember, but Aquaman fought Namor. Um,
Oh,
Aquaman won. Do you
yeah, I remember
think?
that.
Do you think Aquaman should have won, or you think Namor should have won?
I was rooting for Aquaman back when because I didn't know too much about Namor. I mean, I think Aquaman should have won that one because I mean they both kind of have similar powers. It's just Aquaman can he can essentially talk to fish, which is one up what Namor can do. And
Yeah, I
Namor
mean,
needs to he needs to stay wet the whole time to be extra strong. I don't think Aquaman needs to do that.
is that the comics? That's
Yeah, that's
MCU.
the comics.
Oh,
That's canon
okay.
in the comics. So I remember, I think back when he first appeared, he had like a airplane, and in that airplane, he had like a throne or a seat where he doused himself with water before he went and go fly.
Oh, okay. I didn't
So
know that. I'm not a huge Namor person and stuff,
yeah,
but I didn't know that was. I thought they made that up for the movie.
no, and I
Um,
think in one of the comics, you remember the one where uh essentially the X Men were on Alcatraz. I forgot. It was Messiah Complex. I think
okay, yeah.
they were trying to get Hope back to safety, and then all the X Men were trapped in a bubble, and all these Sentinels came in from the
Hmm.
future. Um, and one of the countermeasures for Namor was to dehydrate, like get rid of the moisture in the area, so he
Yeah, I
becomes like
do because
weak.
I remember I really like
Yeah,
Messiah Complex because of the whole after Wanda said no more mutants and Hope was
hmm
the very first mutant born after that
yeah,
event, and they're
yeah,
fighting all the Reavers and
hmm
the religious cult or whatever. But yeah, I do remember something like that. Now that you
yeah,
mention it, I
yeah,
totally forgot about that.
yeah.
But I agree with you too. I when this comic, I remember distinctly when I was first reading it, I wanted every single Marvel person to win because it's just Marvel was just, I just thought they were cooler at the time. But
I
thinking at
did.
it now, I do think Aquaman is all around stronger as like, the Ocean King or whatever than Namor is comparatively for each of their respective universes. But Namor, I don't know. Aquaman, look wise, the orange and green talking to fish, I can see why he's a
No,
little corny.
he had
But
a hook
Namor just
hand
has
at
the
that time, I
Speedo on,
think.
so it's not any better.
Yeah.
They just, I guess, drew him cooler because he was, I don't know, like a womanizer or whatever. But yeah, I do agree. Aquaman is probably stronger at the end
Although
of the day.
Namor can fly, so
Oh, yeah, that's true. Namor can fly with his little wings and stuff, but I don't know if that'll really do anything. Because Namor is also like too proud, I think. Well, no. He does have that pride level. I was gonna say he's too proud to like beat someone flying, but I don't think that would be the case. I just think Aquaman is all around. I think he's just a stronger um, aquatic ocean water
I think so. Because I
thing.
think in the New 52, they essentially compared him to Superman.
Yeah, a little bit. They try to make him cooler. I don't know how
Yeah,
relevant New 52 is,
yeah,
but they
but
definitely try to make him cooler because I remember that comic too. Like he's in a diner, he's eating like fish sticks and stuff,
mhm.
and then people are like, "You eat fish? I thought you talked to them." It's like we don't really talk. It's sort of like I know what they're thinking kind of thing, but they
And they
try to
can,
explain it. But yeah, I heard that I don't know how relevant the New 52 is still, but Aquaman versus Namor, Aquaman did win by summoning a whale to leap out the water and land on top
yeah.
of
See, he
Namor.
can,
So
yeah.
Namor couldn't move, so Aquaman is declared the winner. So the next fight is Elektra versus Catwoman.
So I forgot who won that one.
Elektra won that one by cutting off Catwoman's whip as she hung from a girder on a building under construction. But Catwoman survived by falling into a dumpster filled with sand. But Elektra
Hmm.
still won.
Oh, okay. I mean, I sort of agree with that, but mainly because I don't know what kind of training or whatever Catwoman does. But I mean, Elektra's a ninja with size, and
Yeah.
yeah,
So like
Catwoman has claws and a whip.
Catwoman originally is literally just a cat burglar. That was her whole
Yeah,
shtick, I think. And
yeah.
they had to, obviously she got really popular, so they evolved her over time. But I don't know, like again, I'm not a huge like DC person or whatever. I don't know much about DC as I do about Marvel. Um, but Catwoman, I don't know what kind of formal training she has. Obviously, she's really good at like fighting or maybe like um gymnastics, whatever it takes to get into a building, get out, stealing stuff as a cat
hmm
burglar, like the greatest burglar or whatever in DC maybe. But yeah, fighting wise and stuff, like Elektra. is she led the hand, you know? Like
Mm-hmm.
she has all that kind of training. She's like I feel like she's the Ra's al Ghul of the Marvel universe. I can't really think of a
Essentially, she
comparison,
is.
right? Like
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul was a leader of some kind of, those
Mm-hmm.
kind of like mystical ninjas. That's literally Elektra did that. So like fighting wise and stuff, like no, in I don't know what I'm saying, but fighting wise, I do think Elektra should have won. I do think um in like a one-on-one kind of thing, Catwoman will inevitably lose. So I did agree with that, and I was
Mm-hmm.
happy that that happened because Marvel won. All right, so yeah, the next fight, the Flash versus Quicksilver.
So I really, really liked the Flash growing up, and I wanted him to win, and think he did win.
Yeah, the Flash won using superior speed. This was obvious to me. Like, no matter how much I like Marvel, there's no way Quicksilver is faster than the Flash. There's just
Yeah.
no way.
I don't even think like he's fast in Marvel, but he's not like
Yeah,
they never thought explained him to be that fast, or else
yeah.
he would be
In
top tier or whatever.
from what I remember, I think in a comic book I read Quicksilver can run up to 200 miles an hour, which is really fast. I'm pretty sure he's faster than that because that doesn't sound too fast to me. But if that's the case, he whoops the Flash. I mean, the Flash whoops Quicksilver. But if it's like the MCU, that Quicksilver in the X-Men movies is way faster, way overpowered than whatever Quicksilver was in the comic books.
Yeah, because
So
he starts running, essentially time freezes
yeah,
for him.
that's literally the Flash. The Flash is like that fast. And I know Quicksilver never traveled back in time or whatever. Yeah, the Flash definitely won. I 100% agreed with this. I was like, there's no way Quicksilver. That wasn't even like close. And yeah, I don't know why this was a fight, but Robin versus Jubilee.
Oh,
Robin won by using his cape as a decoy and then tying up Jubilee. This was obvious to me, even now. Like, Jubilee just wasn't a fighter, and her mutant
no.
powers, dude, like, Bane hits harder than, like, I'm not saying, like, Robin ever fought Bane, but the Robin then, Dick Grayson? Actually, I don't know what Robin it was then. I'm
I think it
assuming it is
was
Dick
Dick
Grayson.
Grayson.
There's, like,
Yeah,
no conceivable universe
where
that Jubilee
Jubilee
would
would
have won.
win. Yeah.
It's like I
I
don't know
don't
why
know
that wasn't
why.
even a thing. They couldn't even like get. I'm trying to think like Daredevil or something. Like like why Jubilee? She wasn't even like a famous
No,
X-Men
it,
character.
well, it's because of the X-Men cartoon.
That's
She
what I
was in it,
figured because
and
she was like one of the first X-Men you see. But it's just literal fireworks. Robin's not afraid of that, dude.
yeah, it was. I don't know what was going. She's not a fighter. She's not anything. She just had, she's a teenager with firework powers.
Hmm.
She wasn't even a vampire at that point.
She
So
wasn't. She
yeah,
got I don't know when she turned, but it's modern, I think. So it's like I don't know what they were thinking.
yeah, that was yeah. I don't know. I
Yeah,
think
the
that was
next
just
fight
because
was
of the
the Silver Surfer versus Green Lantern. So Silver Surfer won when both collided with each other and released a huge explosion, knocking Green Lantern. This is Kyle Rayner,
yeah, yeah.
Green
I
Lantern. I
remember
remember
that. Like
that.
he made himself like a jousting. He made himself like
Yeah,
a
like a steed
jouster.
and a jousting.
Yeah,
It was sort of lame, but
yeah.
uh,
But I wanted quick a Silver Surfer to win, and I think he should have won.
yeah, I don't. It's hard comparing the power cosmic to like the greatest weapon in the DC universe, but I don't even think Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, would have beat Silver Surfer. Cause sure, like
No.
he has the greatest willpower, and these constructs are like super strong. But literally, the Silver Surfer could probably just fly through these constructs. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And if he can't, he
Because
can just punch through it. His
in
strength is
the
like immeasurable.
in the Silver Surfer comic, I think he's taking some human across, and she's like, "How you do this? The power cosmic. How
Yeah,
you doing that? The power cosmic." It's
yeah.
just a you can't really explain the
It's a
power
made
cosmic,
up
but
power in the
it's
Marvel
literally like
universe.
power from the cosmos. Like, how do you beat that with like a hard light construct? Like, I mean, I get it. Like, if your willpower is hard enough, it should never break. But
Yeah. I
it's
mean, I agree
the
with that.
power
So no,
cosmic.
no surprise, no argument from me.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thor versus Captain Marvel. Thor won when Captain Marvel was forced back to his alter ego, Billy Batson. Billy tried to change back, but Thor used Mjolnir to intercept the lightning bolt that would have transformed him back into Captain Marvel, resulting the resulting impact knocked Billy out and sent Thor's hammer flying off into the distance.
I mean, that makes sense because Billy Batten's just a little kid. I mean, yeah, he has powers and stuff. Thor's like a god warrior, um, with
Yeah.
lightning powers. So
So
I don't even know what
Thor's
all
power
of.
level through the comic books is weird. They make him seem like he struggles in every fight, but then he like is supposed to like go toe to toe with like the most powerful beings on like the planet or whatever. Um, I mean, I'm a Thor stan. I love Thor, but Captain Marvel, I guess Captain Marvel or Shazam, the only weakness he had that I can think of is he's just a little kid. He's like super strong. He should be like above Superman strong. Like in
Yeah,
terms of
because
like maybe not
his
like physical strength, but like
but his
overall, I
powers
think
are magic based, which is Superman's
yeah.
weakness.
And
But
like
like I said,
he
saying because
literally has
he's
no weakness other than the lightning bolt thing or whatever, and like he's a little kid. I think from what I know of Shazam. But it does suck because Thor is a god of lightning, and Shazam uses that bolt, Zeus's bolt, I guess, pretty much, to turn into
hmm,
Shazam. So it makes sense to me for this fight in particular, that Thor would have won by, controlling or blocking the lightning bolt. But I do think Captain Marvel probably should have won because I do think he's a stronger overall character.
I mean, there's strength, but then he's also, like, yeah, his weakness, he's like a little kid.
Yeah. So, um, all right. So the next five battles, I didn't know this at the time, but they were determined by readers' votes. So the first one is Superman versus the Hulk. After exchanging punches and a burst of heat vision, Superman defeated the Hulk. Again, Marvel stan, but there's no way in any conceivable universe that the Hulk will beat Superman. The only way I can think of, if they retcon kryptonite and it emits gamma radiations in some wavelength, that's like literally the only way Hulk would win because he'd be emitting some form of gamma kryptonite radiation. You know what I mean?
So I wanted Hulk to win, but I understand why Superman won.
Yeah, there's no way.
Well, because Hulk is kind of like the Marvel's version of Doomsday. Now, just Doomsday keeps getting stronger because he's, put to the whatever. So if Hulk was like angry enough, he could have maybe put a hurt on Superman. But there, yeah, I don't think there was
Nah.
a
I
way
mean,
because
I can understand where they're coming, where he has
Superman,
unlimited strength, but I don't know. There,
yeah, yeah,
Superman just claps Hulk like 8 out of 10 times, I think.
and clapped anybody 8 out of 10 times.
Yeah, he's just the epitome. He only has two weaknesses, and then Hulk has none of those advantages against Superman.
Yeah,
Plus, he has every single other conceivable power that Hulk doesn't. Hulk just has strength. Well, I guess endless strength.
and
But
healing.
if we're talking about this version of Superman, I believe this version, like, he was literally pulling planets and stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah,
Like, they had to retcon how strong he was because he was literally just pulling planets.
yeah. I'm
So there's just no way. So the next one, Spider-Man versus Superboy. With the advantage of his spider sense, Spider-Man won by tying up Superboy with impact webbing and electrocuting him with high voltage, knocking him out.
hmm. I remember that. So I don't know much about Superboy, but I'm assuming. I mean, yeah, he's a mini Superman. But if Spider-Man were to go all out, I heard he's like pretty strong.
Spider-Man? No, I
Yeah,
don't know if he's Superboy strong,
he's
but
not Superboy strong, but he's definitely a lot smarter than.
he does have the smarts and stuff. But I'm with you too. I don't know much about Superboy, especially at that time. But I'm pretty sure I thought I heard he was. supposed to have be stronger, had the potential to be stronger than Superman or whatever. I don't know if I just made that up just now, but I thought I heard that somewhere. But even with Spider-Man not holding back, I still don't think how he would have beat Superboy. Like
Yeah, because he's
Spider-Man's the quintessential epitome street level hero. Anything above that, I think he's out of his. He like relies on his spider sense. Obviously, it's a power and his smarts and stuff. But as far as like powers and stuff, he doesn't really have like great, fun, super awesome powers. It's literally like just super strength and his spider sense, and then his spark, his genius, whatever level intellect. But yeah, Spider-Man obviously was more popular at the time. He probably still is more popular than Superboy, but I think Superboy should have won in terms of actually like thinking about it. I don't see how like the webbing and stuff is just Superboy will just break out of it. And then he has spider sense, but like Superboy, I'm assuming he has super speed on par with maybe the Flash. So how is
so
he
yeah,
supposed to
that's
dodge
what the
it?
thing. I don't know if he did or not.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know
he
either.
had
I'm
all
assuming
the
he was just
powers.
a younger Superman.
Yeah, I don't think he was nearly as strong, and um, yeah, I don't know what power
Superboy not
because I
nearly as
remember he
strong
couldn't
as
fly.
Superman is still way stronger than Spider-Man, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think he could fly though. Also,
And also Superboy is invulnerable unless Spider-Man has kryptonite impact webbing. I don't understand how he won
yeah,
by
I don't know.
electrocuting him.
I mean, Spider-Man is more popular, so
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fan voted. So, all right. So next is Batman versus Captain America. The match ultimately ends in Batman's victory, though both are evenly matched after hours of combat until a sudden flushing of super knocks Captain America off balance as Batman manages to strike him with a batarang. Batman rescues Captain America from a certain death by drowning, but Captain America's unconsciousness from nearly drowning causes him to lose.
no, Batman should have won. I mean, yeah, I think Batman should have won. He's not like as strong as Captain America, but I think fighting wise and all his utility stuff, I think, yeah. I mean, I didn't hate it at the time because, I mean, yeah, I didn't know too much about Captain America, but uh,
So I didn't like this one because, again, I'm a Marvel person and Captain America's my number two favorite superhero in Marvel. I think Captain America edges Batman in terms of hand-to-hand combat. Plus, he has a super soldier serum. Batman has obviously the smarts. He's obviously, I don't know if he's considered the greatest hand-to-hand combatant in the Marvel in the DC universe. I don't know
he might
because I
be
think in
maybe.
Marvel that's given to Shang-Chi, I think, and then Captain America I think is still up there. He can hang, but I don't know about Batman
I
where he lies in
I
that.
think he is because
Yeah, so he could
I
be
think
like
Ra's al Ghul might be one up
it
him.
might be Ra's al Ghul as far as like skill, but Batman has his gadgets, has his stuff or whatever. But I still think Captain America probably should have won because there's first of all there's no way like a flood will knock Captain America out. That's just not happening. And
Yeah,
him being
I remember
unconscious
that.
from
I was
nearly
like,
drowning.
what?
Like no, dude. What you could have used like a batarang exploding like a sewer wall or something. I don't know, whatever. But that wasn't believable to me. I remember that they were fighting in a sewer. But in terms of actual like combat, I do think it's almost 50-50. But I do think Captain America does win 5.5 out of 10 times.
You think so?
To me personally, but that could be just my bias talking.
I don't know.
So
I still think Batman
yeah, I
just
mean,
because.
I'm not mad at it, but I
Yeah.
think Captain America would win ultimately. Because also his Batman's just a regular dude. Like, sure, he trains and he has like great stamina, but Captain America has unlimited stamina.
Batman defeated Bane.
Um, I don't believe that either. Bane usually whoops, but Captain America would have no issue with Bane. I'm not even scared
You
about
don't think
that.
so?
Yeah, no. Um, but yeah, all right. So the next two more fights left. So the next one is Wolverine versus Lobo. Wolverine beats up Lobo in a brutal bar fight, which was largely off panel.
Yeah, I thought that was lame.
Yeah, it's there.
I remember that. It was like at some bar or something.
Yeah, I remember that too. Lobo
Mm.
is literally the strongest being in all of DC, I think.
Is he?
Yeah, he can't die.
No, no, no. I know like he regenerates like Wolverine, but I didn't know he's like the strongest.
Yeah, he's invulnerable. He's as strong, if not stronger than Superman. He's a super genius. He just plays it off, but he's a super genius up here,
Oh.
and he can't die. The only thing that can kill Lobo is another one of his species, but he went and killed his entire planet. So literally he can't die from anything.
Hmm. I didn't know all that. I didn't know
Yeah.
much about
So
Lobo.
the only thing is Wolverine technically can't die because of his adamantium skeleton. He has that brain tissue that he can regenerate everything else from, but there's even with that, Wolverine's been knocked out a ton of times by lesser beings than Lobo.
Mm-hmm.
Lobo's like,
Okay.
there's no way in any. Yeah, there's no way. He was just more popular at the time. I don't think anyone really knew about Lobo.
I mean, I didn't. This is my
Yeah.
first hearing about all his
Yeah,
powers.
Lobo's
So
really powerful.
after hearing that, then yeah, Lobo should have won. Because
I
before I
think
was like, yeah,
even
Wolverine
Superman's
wins.
afraid to fight him.
Mm.
But yeah, last fight Storm versus Wonder Woman. After Wonder Woman drops Thor's hammer in order to allow the fight to happen as it was intended to, Storm won the battle after repeatedly hitting Wonder Woman with lightning after a brief melee encounter.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I think Wonder Woman's still the stronger person, but Storm controls lightning. Like if you can catch Wonder Woman with lightning and over and over and over and over again, then yeah, I can
So
see how Storm would win. But
I liked it at the time. Obviously, I stated Marvel Stan, but I don't agree with you either. On this one, I think Wonder Woman should have won, and I don't think it's even close. Sure, Storm can sort of fly using the wind, and she can summon lightning, but she's never been able to go boom, 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 boom. Like,
yeah,
and then Wonder Woman has.
mm-hmm. I mean,
She's
she's like
literally
a
the top
demigod or
tier
whatever.
Amazon warriors. There's no way she's not deflecting these things right back at Storm. And she's invulnerable, and she has superhuman strength.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Storm is literally none of that. She's
Yeah.
just a regular human who can control. Her powers are top tier, okay, like Omega level. But Wonder Woman, there's no way. Like maybe if Storm froze Wonder Woman, that could happen. I could see that happening, but that also takes time. And
Mm-hmm.
then Wonder Woman is like she's not Superman strong, but she's strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see Storm winning that this fight like almost ever.
Yeah, no, I think DC was like really unpopular at the time, so
Yeah, I
everyone
think at
just
the
voted
time
for
like
Storm.
you had X-Men, which is really popular, its own kind of thing. In the 90s, I think it was Spider-Man and X-Men were running like everything.
Mm-hmm.
Avengers wasn't even like that's popular. Like X-Men was the big thing.
I remember, didn't Daredevil fight Bullseye?
That's not Marvel vs. DC though. Did he? Oh, I think I remember that. Actually, I remember that. Yeah, yeah. Well, Daredevil didn't train his body to peak human
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. But yeah, I like Daredevil more than I like Batman. I don't think Daredevil will win against Batman. But yeah, that was it. I just tripped down memory lane for the last Marvel vs. DC crossover that we actually read. So
So this new crossover is about what?
I don't really know. I didn't look into. I didn't. I don't like to like read into things to avoid spoilers. I don't really watch a whole lot of movie trailers anymore. I watched teasers and stuff of like things coming out, but I didn't read anything about this either because I don't like to be spoiled about. Because
Okay, yeah.
trailers and summaries and stuff, they literally tell you the whole thing now. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna wait until it all comes out and buy like, the graphic novel version
Mm-hmm.
and read it all at once. So I'm not 100% sure what it's about, but I am waiting for it to finish. I think it's supposed to finish in November, I think. So
Okay,
I
yeah.
got it like a couple months. So
So, like, speaking of comics, and did you hear about Spider-Man's power up?
his what?
Spider-Man has a power up, or he got a power up.
What? I'm the Spider-Man person. I didn't hear about this.
So I was watching. Shout out to Rob from Comics Explained.
Oh
He did a
yeah,
video about it.
I haven't watched his videos in a while.
Yeah, I just saw it randomly. So I think the story is Spider-Man proper is missing, but there is a Spider-Man out there, but there's also a Peter Parker out there. And then they meet each other and they fight, and it turns out that the Peter Parker is Ben Riley, who is known. He has I forgot what he was called now. He
He's
kind of
not
looks like
Scarlet
the
Spider.
Prowler, huh?
He's not Scarlet Spider.
No, he's known as something else now. He kind of looks like the Prowler a little bit.
Okay.
Um, and then they don't know who the other Spider-Man is, but they know each other is fake. Um, and then Spider-Man's he was being held captive by this one guy. I forgot what he's called, Immortalis or something. I don't know. But he received a prophecy. He's like, if you want to get stronger, then Spider-Man has to get stronger. So he like kidnaps Spider-Man. He puts him on like a deserted planet, and Spider-Man has to like eat all for rats and all this other stuff. And then one day he gets someone comes and saves him. It's some cosmic, like the Collector.
Mm-hmm.
It's he's sort of like the Collector, but he's like a zoologist of the universe.
So he's a
Um,
cosmic entity.
yeah, he's a really smart researcher and stuff, and he's not like a good guy, but he's not really a good or bad guy. He just likes things the way they are categorized, like no evolutionary anomalies and stuff. I think his main thing is remember Brood, the Brood
Yeah.
from the X, and that one mutant Brood that's really smart.
Yeah, who was on the team
Yeah, so
with the
he
next team.
doesn't think his thing was he doesn't think that smart Brood should exist because it's outside the chain of whatever.
Okay.
So he's trying to like kill him, get rid of him and stuff.
Yeah.
He's very like he's like a purist like that. So that's the guy who picks him up, and they don't really ask each other what each other's doing. Um, the guy helps Spider-Man get strong, so he's literally like stronger now. Like he can lift heavier things and all that stuff. And then essentially, that researcher guy, he made the suit. This suit, the man, what's his name? The technoganic guy, the X-Men. Um, he is like black and
Morph?
gold with like
Not Morph,
dreads,
but
huh?
yeah.
Uh,
I had his name, dude.
yeah,
Like
Phalanx.
Phalanx or Warlock.
Oh yeah, Warlock, something. Yeah, this guy made like a technographic suit out of that material. It's just without he took out like the hive mind or the world mind thing that controls that technology. And the way Spider-Man or Peter Parker gets it is he he's going around this guy's ship and he noticed that this guy, is really an asshole because he had people, aliens, like trapped, kind of like the Collector in the basement in like their cages and stuff. And they're fighting, and then he gets a hold of the suit, and so now he has this technoganic suit, and it's technology, but it also it's not really like a symbiote, but and he's learning how to use it. So he has like I don't know, it's like I don't know some kind of webbing. He's a lot stronger in it. Blah blah blah. So it's like essentially him getting a new power and powering up even more.
So he didn't get new powers like Miles Morales, where
No no no.
there's
But
camouflage and Venom
yeah
Blast. Literally
yeah
just got a new suit that gave him
but he's
additional.
also like physically stronger because of this guy's help or something like that. Like he's
Okay.
legitimately like, stronger than he's ever been, and plus this suit. And then at the end, it turns out that the fake Spider-Man is Norman Osborn, and Norman's because he's trying to keep the legacy of Peter slash Spider-Man alive because I don't know when, but Peter saved Norman's life. And Norman knew he didn't deserve it, so he's trying to keep Spider-Man alive while figuring out where Peter is. And like all the villains and stuff that Peter used to fight, they're like, man, this I don't know what's up with Spider-Man. Like he's like breaking bones and blah blah blah, not holding back. And Norman even does like a self monologue, kind of like, yeah, like I'm trying to control my rage, and tonight really taught me that I can do this. I can live up to his legacy or keep his legacy alive. Blah blah blah, because he saved my life when and I owe him blah blah and all this other stuff. So it turned out to be Norman Osborn. I was like, what the?
That's
Yeah, you should
crazy.
watch it.
His
Yeah,
greatest enemy.
yeah. So and at the end, he defeats the zoology guy, and at the end, there's like Rocket was one of the prisoners. And then there was this like cute symbiote dog kind of thing. It kind of looks like a symbiote Jeff the Land Shark ish kind of thing down there. I don't know if he's gonna play an important role or if he's just like a cute little sidekick. But yeah, so that's his.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
watch that video later.
yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. So Spider-Man got new powers, and then I guess keeping on nerd stuff. What you call it? I heard Demon Slayer, the Infinity Castle movie number one is really good. It like broke the box office for anime movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No, okay.
like a
Yeah,
lot of people liked it.
I wish I like didn't almost well, I don't regret reading the manga, but I do already know what happens, so it doesn't I can't justify going to the theater and paying like
But yeah,
$30 to watch a movie, but
I'm waiting for it to
I
come out on
have heard if
Crunchyroll.
you are a fan of Demon Slayer, it is a really good movie, but if you're going in there to try to find or watch like an anime movie, I heard it's not that, obviously you're missing a ton of content, but yeah, I heard it's pretty good. And
Yeah.
everything is a movie now. All the big animes. I think JJK will have probably a movie soon and do the whole theater thing. Theater thing, I mean.
Hmm.
Speaking of anime though, are you still on that one healer anime?
I think I saw the first season. The second season hasn't come out yet.
Oh, okay, cuz I started watching Gachiakuta, the one anime I was telling you about the last podcast. It's 11 episodes on Crunchyroll. Dude, that anime is pretty good, man. I might have to like start reading it.
Okay, yeah, I gotta watch
But
it
yeah,
then.
it's pretty good. We should. I don't want to spoil what. Well, it's hard for me to tell you what it's about, but you'll learn and stuff.
Gotcha
Um,
Guta.
yeah, Gotcha Kuta.
Hmm.
I don't know how to
Okay.
pronounce that, but
Yeah. Now I'm just waiting for One Piece season two, the live action on Netflix to come out.
yeah, can't wait for that. Super excited for that one. I'm hoping like, cause I like how they did, the first season where it's not the 1-to-1 and Garp and hockey like were introduced like the first season and stuff. It reminded me like how they introduced Spider Sense in the Tobey Maguire movies. But
Hmm.
it's just hockey when Garp they zoomed into his eye and stuff. He was able to hurt Luffy. Hopefully people who don't watch or read One Piece caught that he was able to hurt Luffy from a punch, even though he's a rubber man.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
excited for that. And I guess the last thing we can talk about is did you see the Wolverine video game?
Yeah, I saw the trailer. He looks like the Wolverine from Wolverine vs. Deadpool. Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah, he looks like Hugh Jackman, I think.
Yeah, in the
Especially
costume.
the suit and stuff. It looks like
Yeah,
that. I'm sort of excited. They the video games and stuff for the Marvels, especially the solo character ones. Well, I'm thinking of Spider-Man specifically, have been like really, really good. The only thing is, Spider-Man was also really fun because of the swinging, the
hmm,
traveling between buildings and stuff to the next mission or whatever. They made that extremely engaging and really, really fun and really, really cool looking. I don't know how they're gonna do that with Wolverine,
because he
if they're
just
gonna do
runs.
that or if they're just gonna like cut into when he's, if it's gonna be like an open world kind of thing or more just like a linear story based thing.
Probably not. I think they're just gonna make it like a fun combat kind of thing.
Yeah, because even like with Arkham Asylum and stuff with Batman, like he has gadgets and stuff and vehicles to like,
Arkham Asylum was really good.
yeah. So like, I don't know how they're gonna encompass anything like that in a Wolverine video game, but I am excited to like, you know, play this one. It
Hmm.
looked really good.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, Hades 2 dropped, I think, today. I'm excited for that as well. Like the actual release
Mm.
release.
Yeah, I picked up Borderlands 4. I'm having fun with
Oh, you
that.
got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I decided to pick that up. And Digimon Digimon Tamers, I think, comes out October 3rd. Looks
Oh,
pretty
I
good
want
too
to
if
pick
you want
that
to
up.
pick that up too. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to maybe hopefully beat Borderlands before then, but I only have like a week. I don't
Hmm.
think I'm gonna get there because I only play like an hour or so a night.
Oh, I forgot. I need to apologize to you about the whole Nintendo and, getting digitizing the. So while they do have it, Nintendo on the eShop, they do not have Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Green, or whatever yet.
So all the old school ones,
So they do have old school games like Game Boys, all random games. They
yeah,
just don't have the Pokemon
they
ones
won't
yet.
do Pokemon for
So
whatever reason.
I think the plan is to do Pokemon. They're just not sure. When people are speculating that it might be sometime this year because it's the anniversary year for Pokemon,
But why they wait so long?
because money. Um,
They would
yeah,
have made a buttload of money before.
I don't know. I
The
don't know.
dollar's
Money.
worth less now than it was back then, dude.
It's all money. So yeah. Um. Oh, one more thing. Whatchamacallit? Marvel Zombies came out this week.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah. Did you
totally
watch it?
forgot to talk about that.
Yeah.
Duh. What do you think of it? Rating. I
So
guess
I
out of
started
10.
it yesterday. I started the first episode. I really liked it. I was looking forward to finishing it today, and I did. But out of 10, 6.5, 7. Like I thought it was good. It was a solid show.
The
I
first
liked
half,
the
I was
animation.
leaning more towards 8.5, but the whole thing, I would agree 7.5, 8, I think. 7 to 8.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed the first episode is well, spoiler alert, is what Team Kamala and then Team Yelena meeting essentially,
Hmm.
and just their backstories. I thought that was really interesting, and how I don't. So in the Valley, the zombie Captain Marvel, who was she fighting? Was that like Hank Pym Ultron?
No, that was the Eternals guy. I forgot his name.
Icarus.
Icarus.
That was Icarus. Oh,
Yeah.
because they said he was an inorganic
Yeah.
person, so I didn't know it
Remember
was
he was
Icarus.
created in that. Did you watch Eternals, the movie?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember he's like is created in a thing.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know it was
Yeah,
Eternal. I
that
didn't
was
know it was
Icarus. I
Icarus.
forgot his name. But I was like, oh, okay,
Oh.
they're bringing Eternals into here. So that's why like they can't
Oh.
kill each other because they're like, I guess, as strong.
Even. Yeah.
But
Interesting.
so what do you like about the show? What do you dislike about it?
So I liked it just because it's a zombie thing, and I like zombie things, and I like the animation, and I guess the way they tied everything together. They just didn't explain. So I'm assuming this is the zombies from the What If universe, and they're
Yeah.
telling that story.
With the whole
Yeah, and I
zombie
forgot
Wanda
how it
incident.
started. It's from like Scarlet Witch's powers being corrupted or something or another.
I forgot how it started too, but I remember watching it.
Hmm.
The what if thing was a while ago. I don't remember like the details about it, but I do remember like all the prominent heroes and stuff did get bit, and then Wanda becoming like a zombie and stuff. I
Mm.
thought they were gonna do like their own thing and not tie that together. But yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so I really liked the first episode. It got me engaged. Um, in the voice acting, I was like, man, this is that Haley Steinfeld, all that stuff. But then I figured out why it's Haley because spoiler again. Yeah, there's spoilers throughout this rest of the segment. She got like axed off in the first episode.
But they
Um,
actually got like them to talk and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, which was awesome. And then what the second episode is they assembled the Asian heroes. It was like Shang-Chi. I thought
Yeah.
that was cool.
Aquafina,
Yeah. And then oh man.
Agent something.
Yeah, I forgot his
John.
Agent John. Oh,
No,
yeah.
just kidding.
I don't know. But
Jim.
yeah, I thought
Sorry,
it
Agent
was
Jim Halpert.
yeah. I thought it was interesting how the ring could stop the growth of the zombie
Yeah.
virus, and he shared the rings with Aquafina. I was like, oh, that's a unique twist. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I enjoyed that. And then they introduced, oh, when they introduced Blade Moon Knight, that
Hmm.
was really, I thought he was Heimdall in the trailers, but that was really cool.
Yeah,
And
I
his
thought
fight with
that
the
that's a
zombie
brilliant
ghost.
idea combining those two because Blade, he usually goes out at night hunting vampires. That he's
Hmm.
like the perfect like other than the
Avatar.
whole white shtick, I think Blade is more of a stealthy thing um person, but yeah, having him be like, Khonshu's fist or whatever, it's like I think it
His
was a genius
avatar.
idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was cool. Like, I thought that was awesome. Um, yeah. I don't know.
I
What did
um
you,
I liked how the show started. I thought they were gonna lean more towards the comics and not build off the what if. Well, I guess I should have known. I saw the the Scarlet Witch zombie in the trailers and stuff, but um, so I was hoping they would take aspects from the comics of the zombies are just regular dumb zombies, and then after a while they start just becoming smarter and growing less hungry because there's like no more food left. So it was the hunger that was making them like zombie like. That's how it was in the comic books. I was hoping they would run off of that. Because in my mind, I thought they were gonna have like a few seasons of Marvel zombies and stuff, but it seems like if you watched it, there's probably gonna be a season two. But
oh, yeah, for sure.
like this was more just like a movie cut up into four slices.
Yeah.
Um,
And then, like, what, the third episode kind of explained what was going on. Like, Spider Man, Black Panther, and the head doctor or Scott Lang cape person.
yeah,
Um, they're fighting Thanos
yeah,
with the almost formed Infinity Gauntlet.
yeah. It's like they took scenes from
Yeah,
the MCU, put it into this thing, and like changed it around.
yeah. It was it was interesting.
Yeah,
Uh, Thor showed up, and he got obliterated
yeah.
right away.
It's
I was
like
like, dang.
they won't ever let him redeem not aiming for the head.
Oh yeah, that's
You know what I mean? Like they won't
um
ever do that.
yeah.
But yeah, I again I liked how it started a lot more than like how it ended because
Mm.
I did think with Riri, Kate, and Kamala, I thought that was a pretty like funny like when they're together. I thought they had some comical moments and stuff. I thought it was sort of lame that the trick arrow they gave Kate was
Oh.
just confetti. I thought that was super lame. Um, because I didn't want her to die,
Hmm.
but even then, that was like the lamest way to make her die.
Yeah.
Like, why would this zombie? Well, I guess the zombie like Hawkeye. I feel like was he like smart or something? Did he know he like shot a confetti arrow or something? Like I thought he was
See, yeah,
actually
that's what
trying
I
to
was
like kill
confused
them.
about. I thought he was yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I thought that was like lame. Um,
And you didn't want to check what kind of trick arrow it was?
yeah, and then I guess I liked it better in the beginning, more towards the end than the end because I don't really like how it ended. Like I don't know what Miss Marvel or Kamala Khan could have done against Scarlet Witch. Probably nothing, but they alluded to the fact that Scarlet Witch needed Kamala for something,
Yeah.
and nothing came of that. I feel like anyone could have just touched
Well, so I
Scarlet Witch.
think
Like
um
why? Why do they need Kamala? Was she like the anchor for this illusion or something. So, and I don't understand like why the zombie Wanda needed it. Is she still like mad her kids are dead or something? Or like I just don't
I don't know. I
get the
think she got
motivation.
corrupted. I don't know. Yeah, I
Yeah,
I think they're gonna explain that in season two.
hopefully, but none of it was explained here. There's like no alluding to anything like that.
Yeah, they just ended it on a
Yeah.
cliffhanger. And the thing, so yeah, just moving on. The two sets of hero teams, Shang-Chi's team and Kamala's team, meet up and they board the raft, which is helmed by Baron Zemo. And this is what I thought. And so they're in the sea, and zombie Namor comes. This is what I thought Namor was pretty cool. I was like, oh wow, he's like pretty badass right now.
hmm I feel
You
like they
know,
made
he
him like stronger than he should have been. He seemed like Hulk level.
yeah, because even they even did the Hulk
Yeah.
containment unit to trap him, and he like broke out and stuff. And I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Um, Maybe because he also had the power of Scarlet Witch backing him up. I don't know if
Maybe.
that meant anything.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so they were doing that, you know, and it gets wrecked. And the red herring of the show is Kamala has this little thing that they need to get to space,
hmm
and it'll send a beacon to the Nova Corps to help save them. So now they just need to get to New Asgard. You know, people will die along the way. The group's getting smaller. Um, and they finally make it to New Asgard. And this was like, oh man. So Thor's there. I guess Thor that got wrecked. You thought he died, but no, he's like
Yeah.
living in shame. Just self pity, not doing anything.
hmm
And then turns out like what Wanda cast an illusion because they're having this feast there in this mountain. They're walled off, but Wanda came's like bringing food because she's the queen of Sokovia. But she casts an illusion. It's all zombie parts, so they're all eating zombies, and eventually they all just turn, and then they gotta dip, and what they make it out because Thor comes to his senses and he helps them escape, and they actually get to outer space. But it turns out the Nova Corps is there. They're quarantining the Earth essentially, like no one in or out. Like this Earth is quarantined. So I don't know if that beacon was really nothing or if it actually sent a signal to actually somebody else. Who knows? That's probably explained in season two. If it
Well,
wasn't actually for
no,
the
I
Nova
think
Corps.
it was pretty clear. It was a beacon to the Nova Corps, but they were already there.
Okay. So I didn't know if the Nova Corps was just a guess of
No,
what
like
that thing did.
unless it's something like completely out of left field, but it was supposed to be to the Nova Corps, but the Nova Corps was already there to begin with, so they didn't even
Mm-hmm.
need to go to outer space. They were
Mm-hmm.
there to quarantine Earth, make sure no one leaves, which is why
Yeah.
they got shot down.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
yeah, that's the thing. And then apparently when T'Challa killed Thanos, put it threw him into like the vibranium reactor underneath Wakanda, and the Infinity Stones blew up, and the only being that could like absorb and control the dispersion of the Infinity energy was Hulk. So Bruce Banner Hulk jumped in, and he wasn't Bruce Banner. The way he explains, he's no longer Bruce. He's no longer the Hulk. He's called like in crypto or what do they call him?
dude, I forgot. I was mad about that too because they always do Hulk dirty. He was like a lot weaker than I thought he should be with the power of the
Dude,
Infinity
yeah, he's
Stones
like
in him.
Hulk with the Infinity energy. He should be like
Literally
un
unstoppable.
yeah. So the whole thing with Wanda is she's amassing all these powerful zombies to go and take down the Hulk so she can take over the Infinity powers.
Yeah, and
Um,
you just don't know why she wants it.
yeah. And then this whole time, like Kamala has some special connection with her. They
hmm
don't explain that, but at the end, she gets to the Hulk, and then she gets Kamala, and then it just she's in like I guess she's in like a dream state, and it looked like Riri Williams
Yeah,
at the end was like trying to hack into her signals, like, oh, it's all fake, wake up, and
yeah.
it like
Still,
ends or
it doesn't
something.
explain why
Yeah,
Wanda needed Kamala, and apparently Riri has a cure for the virus. Because remember she like stabbed herself
yeah, yeah, yeah.
in the thing. She even though she got bit, so unless she cut off her arm and put on the cannon.
I forgot. Yeah, they did that. She's like, "Oh, time to test this out now or
Yeah, so
whatever."
apparently she created a cure. That's what it made it seem like.
Yeah, I was like, "Dang."
So yeah, who knows?
But
I
yeah,
am
that's
excited for season two.
yeah.
But I hope they explain a lot of the questions that I have.
Yeah. That I mean, that was the gist of it. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to it. And I like the animation style. Like that one scene, Spider-Man ripping off the head you see in the trailer. They showed that, and I was like, I thought that was still pretty awesome.
I agree.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. Let us know what you guys think about anything we talked about. Marvel Zombies crossovers. Any games you guys looking forward to? This Digimon one seems very exciting for me.
And a little bit of TCG news, I guess, before we end it. The Marvel, I'm not Marvel, the Magic Spider-Man collab released today. So if you guys are interested in getting into Magic or anything, it's released. And I also wanted to talk to you about Yu-Gi-Oh. I know we used to play a little bit, but they introduced a new format called Yu-Gi-Oh Genesis. You can use every single card other than Link Summon, um, Pendulums, and there's one other one. But I remember in the time that we played, it was Synchro Summoning was like the best thing. You know, I played Black Wings and you had Gladiator Beasts.
Mm,
So we can play all those kind of things now, and the ban list doesn't apply. So I think you can use Pot of Greed and all that stuff. So just let you know that there's a new format
I still have my
for that
old
kind of thing.
deck. We should play.
But I'm just if you wanted to play, because I like playing card games. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm currently trying to build my Spider-Man Commander deck. Um, but yeah, that's it for the TCG news. Just a little bit of snippet, a little
Hmm.
bit of a window into what I'm into right now.
Okay. Nice. Well, I mean, thanks everyone for joining us on this latest installment of Sibling Side Quest.
Yes, sir. Have a good one, guys.
All right. Yep. See ya.